Yes, hey everyone. Today I'm going to be giving you tips on your K-pop audition. So first I'm going to be giving tips for online auditions, and then I'm going to be giving tips for offline auditions. So I'm not going to yap a lot, and I'm just going to get into the video. So my number one tip is have a clean background, as the judges might look at the background and be like, oh, this person is a messy person and we don't want someone like that. So definitely have like a clean background. My second tip is that if you're a foreigner, then I do recommend auditioning with a Korean song, like with the K-pop Korean song, because you are auditioning to be a Korean pop singer. So definitely audition with a Korean song if you are a foreigner. So no matter what, visuals do play a role in your audition. So I do recommend touching up on your face a little and staying fit. Like, only don't do a lot of makeup. Just like lip gloss and mascara is just fine. Like, do not do a lot of makeup, because the K-pop companies want to see the real you. They want to see what they can do with the real you. And do stay fit, because if you're like overweight, then the K-pop companies might think like, oh, like she can't control herself. So definitely stay fit. Number 5 is learn a little bit of Korean, as even knowing a little bit more of Korean as a foreigner can make the judges like seem really impressed and make them feel like you're putting a lot more effort as you're learning a whole new language for the auditions. So definitely learn a little bit of Korean to impress the judges. Make sure to do vocal warm-ups and like stretching before dancing, because you don't want to hurt your vocal cords or you don't want to harm yourself. So definitely like stretch and like warm up your vocals before your audition, so you can also like seem prepared. Make sure that the first 15 seconds of your video is the best, as the judges usually click off if the first 15 seconds of the video is not good. But if the first 15 seconds of the video is good, then the judges will continue watching your video. So for example, if you're singing a song, then I don't recommend starting from the beginning, but I do recommend starting from like the highest point where the song goes like higher. You know what I'm saying? Also, if you want to find your perfect weight, then I recommend taking your height in centimeters and subtracting it by 120, and then that will be your weight in kilograms. For example, I'm 165 centimeters, and subtract 120 from it, it's going to be 45. So my perfect weight is 45 kilograms. I think. I'm bad at math. If you're dancing, then I do recommend leaving your hair down, as it can make your dancing look more charismatic and it can make your performance look much more interesting. So if you are dancing, I recommend to put your hair down. But if you're singing, then it really doesn't matter. If you are dancing and you're a girl, then I recommend doing a girl group dance for your audition. But if you're a boy, then I recommend doing a boy group dance for your audition, because as a girl, you're auditioning to be in a girl group, and as a boy, you're auditioning to be in a boy group. So I hope you get what I mean. I also recommend having like an extra talent, like playing an instrument, playing a sport, like stuff like that, or like learning a lot of languages, as it can really impress the judges and like make them pick you, because it's pretty impressive if you can like, if you're like multi-talented. Yeah. So if you want to improve your dancing, then I recommend to learn a new dance every week. I feel like that really helps. I also recommend to record yourself singing and dancing, rapping before your audition to like fix any of your mistakes that you make. So I also recommend having backup audition videos. For example, if there's like an audition, an ongoing audition, but you can't record an audition video because you're sick or you're unable to record it for some other reason, then it's good to have like backup audition videos that you can like put in at any time. Also, if you're dancing, I recommend to do it in a bigger space, because if you dance in a small cramped up space, then it can make you look more awkward. So dance in like a bigger, more freer space. Have a happy and an energetic intro and smile throughout your audition, offline or online. So I definitely recommend like being happy, energetic, and don't look nervous. Try to look more confident and like, yeah. Try to look more confident, and also like just have a happy, energetic intro. Make sure you have good facial expressions while you're dancing to make your dancing look more charismatic, make it look more interesting. So I definitely recommend touching up on your facial expressions. Also, I know it sounds weird, but the younger you are, the easier it is to get in. So I do recommend auditioning right now, because the younger you are, the easier it is to get in. For offline auditions, I recommend to arrive early to your offline auditions, and also like prepare an extra song in case they like in case you're only auditioning with singing and dancing, but they ask you to rap. So I definitely recommend to prepare extra songs. I recommend to prepare a song in Korean and English, or your native language, doesn't matter, to prepare 2 songs for each category. Try to seem more enthusiastic at the auditions, like happy, cheerful. Woo-hoo. Also, a lot of the time, K-pop companies don't need people who are like perfect at singing, dancing. I feel like they look more for like people who are passionate about what they're doing and they could like improve in the future. So definitely, if you feel like unconfident or like nervous because you're not the best at singing and dancing, then don't worry. If you're passionate about what you're doing, then you're gonna get it. Also, if you have bad posture like me, then I do recommend fixing your posture, because posture does affect like first impressions and stuff like that, and also like your confidence. If you have good posture, then that like shows that you have good confidence as well. So fix your posture. Also, before auditioning, I recommend to watch like some audition clips to get like an idea of what other people are doing, to get like an idea of what like K-pop companies are looking for, or even looking at like the past audition clips of like idols. Like look at like their past audition clips and like look at the standards that the companies have, so like you can try to fit into them. Have a good attitude at the auditions, and also like practice a lot, like a lot before your auditions. Practice, 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 okay? So for clothing, wear comfortable clothing. Do not like go and be all fancy. Like that doesn't matter. Wear comfortable clothing, and also do wear a little bit of color so you can stand out to the judges, and they could be like, oh, remember that girl with the yellow shirt, or like, oh, remember that girl with the purple shirt. So definitely wear some color to stand out to the judges, but also like wear something comfortable that you feel comfortable in singing and dancing.